Hey everybody, welcome to Let's Play Football Manager 2011 Season 2 and the next part. I have gone ahead and skipped the Stevenage game and played it out off camera, and I'm very happy to say we in fact won 3-0. No real surprises there, but what I will do now is very quickly show you the highlights of this game. A fairly comfortable game really, honestly. You didn't really miss much. As you can see, the goal scorers, Mark Roberts scored an own goal, which will show you Danny Pacheco and Ryan Babel scoring the 3 goals there. So let's show you them goals. As you can see by the stats as well, it was fairly comfortable. Bit of a weird own goal. At this point, it would obviously, with it being 0-0, about 20 minutes in, you're thinking maybe they still have a chance, but really any chance, as you can see, a bit of a weird deflected goal from Ross Carroll with the with the effort that bounced off the Stevenage captain and ended up in the back of the net, and really that was curtains for Stevenage. And then in the second half, the second goal came. Really terrible mistake here from the just the general Stevenage back four, or defence I should say. At this point I thought they were going to score because it was, as you can imagine, it was still 1-1. Sorry, 1-0, and I thought maybe they might be able to get us on the break, but thankfully not. Glenn Johnson got it back, and I don't know what the Stevenage keeper was doing here, but Pacheco, interception, and a very good finish from the young Spaniard, who is, I think, still only like 19, 20, and he's doing a very good job. He's obviously, I don't know whether he'll be able to push in front of the players such as Balotelli and Carroll, but we'll see. And there's Ryan Babel from a very good free kick from John Joe Shelvey. Very good. He was man of the match. He was excellent, John Joe Shelvey. And yeah, so that was the recap for the Stevenage game, and we did very well. Lucas Digne also got a start. So we're through, and there were no real major shocks. Yeah, I suppose the only shock would be Wigan beat Fulham. That's about as high as it got. But anyway, let's do the 4th round draw. So who have we got next time? There's Norwich City, of course, who are now in the IRL in the Premier League. Play Everton. Arsenal will play Southampton. And we have a home tie against Blackpool. Okay. And Chelsea versus Manchester United. Look at that. London derby there with Tottenham versus West Ham, and a Northwest derby with City versus Birmingham. But we have the 2 pools there going up against each other at Blackpool. So having a much easier ride this time. Certainly compared to last year, we had to take on some very, very difficult teams. And as you can see, the FA Cup is also going on today. I think that was like the first round. So I'm pretty happy with this team, to be honest. Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will stop the recording and I'll come back in a couple of minutes once I have this team sorted. So I'll see you in a moment. And welcome back. So team here with Mario Balotelli up front. Bit of a rotation at the moment, obviously waiting for Torres to come back. I'm just going to throw different players in. Obviously Carroll could play there, Balotelli. Honestly, I'm just going to be experimenting and trying out different people until we have Fernando Torres back, and we can settle the team again. Obviously he's not going to be back for probably about another month or so. Hazard starts on the left. Morelos is going to be in the middle this time. Kaut, Gerrard, Lucas, and pretty much what you'd expect. Players for West Brom. Manish plays for them now. I'm not too sure. I don't think he plays for them in real life, does he? No, he doesn't. Alden Wingy's still there, who has the most ridiculous name, but is nevertheless a very good striker for what I think, certainly for what he is and how much West Brom paid for him. He certainly got the goals this season. This is probably going to go out as well. What happened there? That was a bit weird. Why am I looking at text? Hold on. Why the hell is it set to any commentary? And we've scored a goal. What the hell? It's set to commentary. I have not changed that. Okay, that was very weird. Not too sure. I honestly, I swear down, I have not changed that. It's gone all weird. That was a penalty. What? I'm sorry, but what the hell has gone on? And now it flicks back to this. What on earth has just happened? Oh wow, we've been subject to a crazy little glitch here. Look, and it's showing it again. That was very weird. I think it might have been because I just watched an older game. I don't know. That was a bit weird. Never mind. Anyway, we have the 1-0 lead. We lead 1-0 at the Hawthorns. Oh, and Steven Gerrard is on fire. My God, he's just beaten about 3 players. Wow. Gerrard's really up for this one today, isn't he? And Eden Hazard can't take a corner, can he? That's 3 times I think he's done that now this season. He's really just... We can't take corners at all, some of these players. I think it's mostly Hazard, though. So the team getting back to these confidence levels. Early in the season he looked a little bit iffy. They really didn't look too confident, and it's a foul on Lucas. Now let's see, will Gerrard take this? No, it's going to be Hazard. I think I might need to take him off the set pieces because he... Okay, that was a decent enough free kick, but that is his corner this season so far has been dreadful. I believe actually in real life we've actually put a inquiry in for Hazard, Liverpool. £20 million, I believe, which is substantially lower than what I paid for him. I think what did I pay for him? Like 7 million or something? No, it wasn't that much. It was a bit more than that, wasn't it? I can't remember. Anyway, but apparently we have in real life put more of an inquiry, so that's pretty cool. I'd love to see him in the Premier League, and certainly love to see him playing for us. He's playing on the left or on the right, and I know as you know he can play anywhere in the midfield, and I think that is one thing we are missing in real life. I think that's a winger, or certainly winger or 2. I know Maxi's good, but he's not the absolute quality that we need. Suarez, Gerrard, Morelos, genuine quality players. Whereas, Maxi, although he's good and he's getting a stupendous amount of goals, he just hasn't. I don't know. He lacks that just something that takes him to the next level. I mean, he is a great player. I'm not going to deny that. He's a very good player, but he, I don't know, lacks that something. Can't really put my finger on it what he is, but when I think you need him to step up, and I don't think he could do that. To be fair to him, he has, with the 2 hat-tricks, to be fair, 2 hat-tricks and 2 doubles. Sorry, 2... Was it? No, sorry, I beg your pardon, I'll do that one again. 2 hat-tricks, and then he scored 2 goals. And West Brom are having a lot of possession here, and I'm getting a bit concerned. Let's move to control. I'm in a lot of possession. I'm in, real highlights. It's moving, a minute at a time. And look, there we go, finally. Got a little concern. Agger's at the back post and knocks it in, and the commentator goes completely apeshit. And as you can see, look, the last 5 minutes, West Brom have absolutely dominated us, and I think this is a case in point about don't ever get too concerned if that's ever happening to you, and because this can happen. If you've got someone like Steven Gerrard or Daniel Agger who is good in a set piece situation, obviously I'm not saying that if you go Wycombe Wanderers you're going to have a Steven Gerrard-esque player. Well, you might do for the level. You never know. But certainly if you've got someone on set pieces, and it looks like you're getting battered a bit, like we were there. That sort of 10-minute period, West Brom are really coming onto us. Never fear, because you've got someone who can do that. And as you can see, they're all very happy. They're all very superb now, and I think the confidence is coming back. And they're all doing very well. The conditions are pretty good, considering play 45 minutes, where they're all still in 80s and 90s. Obviously, that's going to drop, I assume, when as the game goes on. But provided West Brom don't score here, I think we should be okay. And I could see that one coming. I was about to say it's going to be a penalty. That's a penalty inside 30 seconds. We are having some just ridiculous penalties being given us against us. So we had a penalty within 90 seconds of the game starting the other day, and we've got one inside 30 seconds of the second half restarting. That's Fernando for West Brom, who puts it away. Not too sure whether that was a penalty or not, but that's just throwing my whole fucking team talk right out the fucking window. Absolutely unbelievable. He's not even moving. Look at that, he just glided across the floor. What's that about? Fucking using cheats. Now, as you can see, the clock's moving quite slowly. It's quite a slow game, this one. Go on, Balotelli, what are you doing? Put pressure on him. Oh, fuck's sake, this is the problem with Balotelli, as you can see. Yeah, I'm going to bring Carroll on. He's not interested, is he? Whoa, Reina. Good grief. Oh, and Steven Gerrard. My God, he's on fire today. Hazard. Carlson makes a good save. I think that one, I don't think he really needed to do it. I think it was going wide. yeah, I'm gonna take Balotelli off in a couple of moments. Wait for this corner to come in. He doesn't look it today. You know, as I said, there are players occasionally who will be in that sort of just horrible mood where they're just not interested. You know, they don't really want to play too much. And Wilson with a pop there, nothing coming of it. And I'm getting more and more annoyed having to do this. You know, whereas the players don't come up. And yeah, I'm gonna take Balotelli off. I'm gonna bring Carroll. I know it's not really the most inspired of subs, but Carroll will probably do more for the team. Whereas, you know, you could see that Balotelli just wasn't pressing players, and I thought, well, he hasn't been involved in the game as much today. So, you know, I think we'll see how Carroll does, because now, you know, the West Brom pulled that goal back. You know, there's always that risk that we might lose 2 points. But they're still playing well. You know, the Gerrard especially. Oh, what passing this is, and Hazard. Oh, he just can't score, can he, Hazard? I don't think he's scored once pre-season, but that's it. Thinking about taking him off, but he's doing well. I'd certainly put Babel on. Can't really fault the team, to be fair. I want to make a sub, but the team, I don't know. I don't really know how to take off. It's not as if any of them have done badly. I guess Kaut. Oops, a daisy. No, not Babel. I'm gonna do that. Sorry, Kalu. That's who I meant. Not there. Here we go. So we had a free kick there. I thought it might zoom back to the highlight, but nope. And we are going to go into the final 10 minutes, and should probably make one more sub, I think. Probably have to bring Hazard off. I mean, he's not done too greatly. I guess Babel will come on, and they're going to score, aren't they? I swear to God. You can just tell usually when they're going to score. Oh, and Morrison had the goal at his mercy there. My God, may have a corner. Oh, he scored at this end before. Tell you about set pieces, you know, it takes a second to score a goal, and they certainly can. Yeah, they've been under pressure all game, pretty much. Oh, and he's hit the bar. Can you believe it? And fucking Wilson and Carroll both going for the same ball. That is one thing I cannot stand in just football in general, and footballers do, and I'm not in the game, just in football. Players not calling for the ball, not communicating with each other. Communication is, obviously, it doesn't really apply in FM. But, you know, it's one thing I just cannot stand, communication. Always got to communicate with your teammates. Always. And if you're not comfortable, and if you bump heads with each other, Liverpool used to this all the time, and it would piss me off so much. I'm going to keep that morale. It's not worth it, really. If the morale's superb, and you're going to bring them back down to earth like that, I wouldn't bother. But anyway, so that's a good victory for us. 2-1 at the Hawthorns. That's to scrap that second half. But, you know, that's, I suppose what Sky would say, that's what champions do, and that's what champions are made of. Steven Gerrard, absolutely fantastic today. You could see him just absolutely burning through defenders like an absolute knife through butter. Fantastic ring from him. And we've given Rangers that £1 million. So we actually got £1 million. I think it was for Robbie Keane playing for Tottenham. Now we give that £1 million to Rangers. Actually, Gerrard was excellent today. Well, yeah, Liverpool were given a controversial penalty, whereas they were also given a controversial penalty. So, fuck you. Let's do the post-match conference. I guess I was a little bit worried, but I can't really complain about the 2-1 who brought it back to 2-1. The penalty was given. I don't give a fuck, you know. I don't give it. I hate that, you know. That's a mistake. Oh, look, you know what? I love that. It's Liverpool were given a controversial penalty. How dare they give this penalty? It really shouldn't have been a penalty. West Brom got a penalty because Glenn Johnson made a mistake. Maybe, maybe our penalty that was, maybe the penalty that we scored from, maybe that was because it was a mistake by their player. But obviously the game is so fucking biased, it won't do that. What a stupid fucking game. And it's obviously, it's cagey because I said I don't want to talk about my player and obviously bring his morale down. What an absolutely ridiculous game. Swear down, I think they've got Rupert Murdoch to do some of the media shit in this game because all it does is talk bollocks. Anyway, moving on. Champions League. Probably one of the hardest games of the group coming up next against Roma in the Stadio dell'Olimpico, or whatever the fuck it's called. Looking forward to this one. I'm going to be doing this one live. I'm going to be doing all Champions League games live. Decided to do that, so I just thought, why the hell not? Worked for us last time. And I will... I'm undecided about the Blackpool game yet, we'll see. I'll see another time. As you can see, it's a month away. Yeah, we've got plenty of time before that. You've got loads of other games to play before we even consider the Blackpool game. So I hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully you'll join me for the Roma game. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.